Hello viewers, Harry Power here. We're at Lid Raceway for the junior experience at Club 100. We're going to pretty much get right into it. We started in the pre-A final. I was 8/10 off pole. I think it was Bobby McGurr who was on pole. Not bad, 44.6, 44.5, I got something like that. I think Bobby was like a 44.8 or something. I'm not entirely sure, I don't remember that well. And so we're on the back straight here, just about to come around the final corner. And so what happens is there's a red light and there's a green light. The leader controls the green light, so it doesn't go immediately, but usually you go immediately. And so here we go onto the start finish, and the pack accelerates. The left gets a little bit of a better lunge, and we're 2 wide in turn 1, and so quite frisky at the front there. So yeah, 3 wide, 2 wide, and now we're 2 wide coming into the second chicane here. The cart on the left just gets a little bit of the better run, but I do get a wider exit, and I follow Finley, I believe that is, down the inside. But the cart on my left, as you can see, just holds it and gets a nicer exit. And my cart's tyres just weren't up to temperature, as you can see, just kind of understeering into the corner here. And kind of quite a big gap built already coming to the end of the lap, coming into the final couple of turns. So now we're just about to skip into lap 4, where I start to close and the cart's ahead again, I think. Yeah, so lap 4 now, closing on the cart ahead. We get quite closer. Seems to be quite quicker in the corners, especially the chicane. Seems like our cart's probably a little bit more pointed, and so I thought just stick it down the inside here, see what he does. You can see he just gets a little bit of understeer. He's held it on the outside here. He's just on the left there. I've almost got it, but some good racing here. Very close. And we both kind of exited quite wide. We have to go quite deep and get quite an early apex onto the straight, to be honest. And if you look back there, we were quite close to that kind of battle up ahead, and we looks like we lost a couple of seconds there, so it clearly wasn't working out for us. Getting the curb quite nicely, but just clearly not getting that exit speed that we need. And so again into turn 2, similar to turn 1, except there's a tyre ball there, very very close there. Near-death experience, would not do again. But we start to lose the cart ahead, and just kind of started to lose the pace. We just dropped off a little bit, and we were just trying to catch the cart ahead. And he gets quite a wide sort of exit. Must have just kind of lost the rear through the horseshoe, just coming onto the final straight here. And so now coming out of the final turn, and we're now on to, I believe, lap 6. I haven't got a lap counter on, what you do, luckily enough. And so I think we're going to skip ahead here to get a little bit more of the battling going on up ahead. And skipping on to the final part of the 7th lap, have Mr. Duff pass, and we were going to work together, but unfortunately up ahead there was some sort of issue. I think there was a bit of contact involving me and the cart behind, and it ended up with me just losing Duff, and we couldn't really work together. Just kind of dropped off the pace pretty much, unfortunately. Yeah, so as you can see, the cart just decided to kind of drop off on the exit, and you can just see me get absolutely gapped. And then I have I have someone come up my inside, and that's pretty much it for the rest of the race. I ended up P15. I pretty much went backwards. It wasn't the greatest of races, but it was my first ever kind of part in the A, and I mean, it wasn't too bad, but it could have been better. Right, okay, so coming out of the pit lane, we're going to be starting P15, like he's transferred on from the pre-finals you just watched, but this time we get 3 laps of warm-up to basically tell if the cart's quick down the straights. So, oh, there's a spinner there. maybe a little bit too cocky for the first lap, not even first lap, but usually you do it to tell how your car is. So say you're blatantly getting gapped down the straights, or you're blatantly like turning, like veering to the left, you can get a kart swap, and yeah, you get a free kart swap pretty much, and also then you get to warm it up instead of barely getting to any temp into your tyres and then going straight on at turn 1, going full lock. So I'm going to skip over this because you don't want to watch me lap about 50-second laps for 3 minutes, so we'll just get straight over to the formation lap. So welcome to the A final. We've done our warm up, we're now on to our formation lap. So we're gonna go for the start. We're gonna win it in turn 1. Just gonna use everyone in front of me as my brake, and so the pack stops to accelerate, and we've lost position now. And just so you know, the lap time and position time are a little bit off. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, yeah. But a 3 wide through there gave my mate there a little nudge. Almost took the guy with the blue helmet out there. I've been done there by the guy in the Zamp, quite a nice Zamp actually, and I held it at the hairpin, so I'm up into P13 it should be. Just defending the inside off here, and so now just started to settle into lap 1 of the race, and joking. So just trying to find somewhere to go. I think someone's up my inside here. Yeah, there you go. And I think I just about hold it up here. Quite a bit of the curb, and he's just gone quite wide there. Quite wobbly. Quite common with this person. It was quite consistent going through that chicane, going quite wide. So you can pretty much guess it and get them on the straight after. And so coming through this quite nice crest over here now, you can feel quite a boost coming up it. It's really weird. And so now just trying to find some pace in the car. I think we're going to skip to lap 4 after this, just because I start to gain on people after that, because my tyres are kind of up to temperature then. As you see, kind of sliding here, using all the track, and I've got a track limit warning for that, funnily enough. So now we're in lap 4, gained the position off a spinner, so I should be in P12 now. Ignore what it says in the top right. And so just trying to get involved in this battle up ahead. Someone's quite out of shape there. Too wide going into the chicane, gave Finley up ahead a little bit of a push, so then he can stay ahead. And I thought, no one's going to hold it around the outside here, give him another push down here and hold this off. And it kind of went really pretty well. The cart was still on my left, so I had to go quite wide, but I shut the door. Just didn't get a good enough exit though. The gap really expanded down there, and so coming into final turn, a little bit slidey at the rear, as you can kind of feel, and yeah. So trying to catch up to the people ahead, trying to work together to work up to the pack up in front of us. Because it was quite interesting, to be fair, what was going on. We were quite back and forth in terms of pace. When I caught up, I'd usually find myself really close and then start to drop off slowly, unfortunately. But as you can see, start to catch up here. I think there's a penalty there, I'm not sure who for, but now to P11, and I've got someone coming down my inside into the hairpin. Give him a little nudge, and I got done here by that Zamp earlier, as you can see. I believe they asked me to work together, I'm not completely sure. I was going to try, yeah, there you go. We're going to try and just bump a little bit there. Wasn't an ideal spot to do it, but I think I give a few bumps before I think, no, I'm too quick. Simply not quick enough, and there's no point of trying to work together. You see that car again going quite wide. It's not very quick going wide, because then you get your wood chips on your car, and your tyres aren't as sticky. And you can see there, this the guy with the bell helmet and the Alpine style suit. He was not blocking, but he was kind of driving in the way of where people were trying to go, and slowly drifting back onto the racing line. It was quite defensive, quite Kevin Magnussen-y, as he does that. And so, just not enough power there just to get the overtake done. Almost took him out, to be fair, when he pulled in. It was a pretty stupid idea to do that. But there we go, got the little run. I believe they're going to go too wide through there. Just cuts him off pretty much. Nice move. So now I'm next to get this move done. I go right down the inside, but he just holds it, which is fair enough. I'll brake a little bit just so I get the traction out the corner, a little bit of the run. Again, being covered off by him, still a bit interesting. I just get the better run out of the corner and take the short distance and send it, and I'm into P12. And so with that, nothing really much happens here. That was me settled into the race for the next 8 laps. There was not much for me to do. I gained it on the pack ahead, but I never actually got to do anything. But just in case anyone was interested, hang about, or we just wait for this. You can see my GoPro fall off if you really want to. It's really funny, actually. I took a curb, way too much curb to be fair, and it ended up in the bark trap, which is quite funny.